Hello, good morning. I'm discussing about origin of critical pedagogy. Paulo and Freire, a Brazilian philosopher and advocate, established the concept of critical pedagogy and popularized it with his 1968 book, Pedagogy of the Oppressed. Following that, it gained popularity across the globe with a solid foundation in the United States, where its proponents works to find ways to use education to fight oppression like racism and sexism. As it developed, it observed ideas from several disciplines, including postmodern theory, feminist theory, post-colonial colonial theory, queer theory. Queer theory represents a departure both from previous scholarships about gender and sexuality and how identity politics tends to work. The human rights movements, the civil rights movements, the disability rights movements, and indigenous rights movements. FAIR supports students' capacity for critical thoughts regarding their educational circumstances. Those who practice critical pedagogy believe that this way of thinking enables students to recognize connections between their problems and experience and social contexts in which they are embedded. Critical pedagogy believes that this way of thinking enables the students to recognize connection between their problems and experience and social contexts in which they are embedded. Features of critical pedagogy, it emphasizes conversation of over one way, knowledge transfer. Dialogue is necessary to start awareness process since man does not construct himself in silence, but through words, acts, and reflection. Dialogue is necessary to start awareness process. Man does not construct himself in silence, but through the words, acts, and reflection. It emphasizes conversation over one way, knowledge transfer. The primary component of learning process is the employment of such discussion. Education should be based on social and educational vision of justice and equality. Education ought to encourage the development of the mind and emancipatory change. Education should emphasize the importance of human freedom from oppression and suffering. Education should emphasize the importance of human freedom from oppression and suffering. It envisions a new world, one that is more democratic, justice, equal. I am discussing about critical pedagogy. Critical pedagogy, Brazilian philosopher, established this concept of critical pedagogy. Following that, it gained the popularity across the globe with solid foundation in the United States, where there is the proponents who to find out education to fight oppression like racism and sexism. It developed the absurd ideas from several disciplines, including the postmodern theory, feminist theory, post-colonial theory, and queer theory. Queer theory represents the departures from previous scholarship about gender and sexuality and how identity politics tends to work. The human rights movements and civil rights movements, disability rights movements, and indigenous rights movements. Theory supports the student capacity for critical thought regarding their educational circumstance. Those who practice critical pedagogy believe that the thinking enables students to recognize connection between their problems and experience social context in which they are embedded. Problems, experience, and social context. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your patience. That's no. Bye bye. See you.